his wife, his son, disgusted with the old man, and all of them want that this old man may die very soon. He's simply bothering us. But the old man tries to leave. Oh, let me leave for some time. Don't drive me away. I understand that in Russia, they intentionally try to kill these old men. And in Africa, I have heard, there are still cannibals. They make a feast by killing the grandfather. So, old man is always neglected in the society. And therefore I have come out of my home. I have taken your shelter. You see? It is actually fact, you see. So in this way, we are wasting our time. Shankaracharya, he was walking on the street and he was lamenting because he has got the eyes to see what he says. He says, oh, balastavat kriyasat. Oh, all the boys, I see in the street, they are very nicely playing. They do not know anything except play. Balastavat kriyasat, toruni stavat toruni ratta. And the youngsters are there after young girls, embracing, kissing, that's all. So, taruna stavat toruni ratta, and vriddha stavat chintamagna. And the old man, they are thinking how to pull on, what to do, how to adjust family affairs. Parame brahmani kopi na lagna. Oh, it is very lamentable. Nobody is interested in Krishna consciousness. He is there. Because he has seen practically, a sannyasi is supposed to wander from one country, one village to another. So he is lamenting. Balastavat kirasatto. Oh, boys are playing. They are not being trained in Krishna consciousness. The youth, they are very much enjoying. So the old men, they are thinking deep, thoughtful, the same thing, but nobody is interested. So still same thing. Duraparena kamena mohena cha baliyasa sesam griheshu saktasya pramattasya bhujati. At the last end, the old man, because this material world is such nice place that nobody can adjust him. It is simply waste of time. Who are trying to adjust him. The other day in television or radio, the man asked me, Swamiji, whether it is possible to adjust the misadjustments of this material world. I told him flatly that it is not possible. You can simply refer the history that the same thing is, the history repeats itself. And when there was Roman Empire, Mughal Empire, the same strife, the same political dissension, the same fight, everything was there, say, 2000 years before, as history gives us evidence, and the same thing is happening also. So there is no adjustment. The only adjustment is Krishna consciousness. So long your life is there, you just improve, revive your original consciousness. What is that? The Krishna or the Lord or God is great and is eternal servant. That's all. This is Krishna consciousness. Krishna means the Supreme Personality of God. And I means I am his eternal part and parcel. Every one of us servants. Everyone. Now, you are all boys, ladies and gentlemen sitting here. Nobody can say that I am not servant. Everyone is servant. Everyone is servant. If he is not servant to anyone, at least he is servant of the dog. You see. So servant to yes. But we are thinking, I am master. This is mine. This is Maya. Actually I am servant. I am serving this, that, so many. Even President was Johnson, he is also servant of the nation. So nobody is master. Similarly, if you take President, if you go higher, if you go up to Brahma, if you go still more, everyone is servant. Therefore, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is very nicely said that Ekala Ishwar Krishna Arasava Bhitta. The only one master is Krishna, and everyone is servant. The only one master is the Supreme Personality of God. And all other living entities, they are all servants. He may be a Brahma, he may be a president, he may be a minister, or he may be a cat, or he may be a dog, or whatever he may be. Everyone is servant. And to understand this philosophy is Krishna consciousness. It is not very difficult. It is not very difficult. If we understand our position. But Maya's spell is so nice that everyone is thinking, I am master, I am president, I am the minister, I am teacher, I am philosopher, I am scientist, I am this, I am that. At last, I am God. When everything fails, he thinks, oh, I am God. Although he is still a dog. You see? This is called Maya. And to get out of Maya means to understand one's position that I am eternal servant. That's it. This is Krishna consciousness. And the further advancement of this understanding of Krishna consciousness is that if I am constitutionally a servant, then what sort of service I am rendering? Oh, Kamadinam kotidhana kotidha palita dunnitas. I have become servant of my lust, of my greediness, of my avarice, of my anger, of my senses. That's all. I have become servant of all these things. Actually, I am nobody's servant, but I am servant of my senses. When I go to work somewhere, actually, I do not believe that I am his servant, but I go there to get money. So, I am servant of money, and why I require money? For sense gratification, therefore I am servant of senses. So actually I am now servant of senses. Everyone. So that has to be transformed. Instead of being servant of the senses of your so-called material body, you have to become the servant of the senses of Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means agreeing. Krishna, whatever you will say, whatever you will like, I shall do that. Just like Arjuna did. First of all, you are a servant of his senses. You are thinking, how can I kill my teacher? How can I kill my grandfather, my brother, nephews, the other side, all my relatives? How can I kill? So that thinking was, you are servant of his senses. You are thinking that this father, this brother, or this grandfather, or this teacher will save me. But when he understood that nobody can save me except Krishna, then he said, Karishe Batanam Tav. Oh, I shall satisfy you, whatever you say. This is Krishna. First of all, he was trying to satisfy his senses. And when he understood Bhagavad Gita nicely, he agreed to satisfy the senses of Krishna. So, constitutionally, we are all servants for satisfying senses. So, when instead of satisfying our all senses, this material body, sense of this material body, if we try to satisfy the spiritual senses of Krishna, that means our liberation. That we have to learn. The Prahlad Maharaj is teaching that philosophy, and we are trying to follow the same philosophy. We are very glad that you come and favor us. So, it is very kind of you. Now, if there is any question, you can ask.